single day. I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Mastering the Basics. And if you're watching this video, that's probably because you're heading to BMT soon and you want to get some tips on how to pass your PT test during BMT. Well, I actually have my PT test coming up in a month. So lately I've been running more, I've been doing more push-ups, I've been doing more sit-ups. My push-ups are my biggest challenge. Currently my push-ups are somewhere between 50s and 60s. And my sit-ups are actually pretty good. For those, I usually max them out, which I think the max is maybe like 67 for my age or something like that. All right, so there's no secret that when it comes to passing your fitness test, when it comes to passing your PT test, the best way to prepare is to do everything that you're supposed to get tested on, right? Push-ups, sit-ups, and running. So passing your PT score is a combination of a score between push-ups, sit-ups, running, and your waist. So now that we know that there's actually no secret when it comes to maxing out your push-ups, your sit-ups, and your running, let's talk about some ways that we can actually improve all of those so that we can get a better PT score during BMT. Let's start with running. When it comes to running, my number one advice that I have for you is to make sure that you have some good running shoes. My suggestion is that you go to a running store, you have some professional look at your feet and the way you walk and run, and have them give you some advice on the best shoes to buy. So with safety out of the way, now you can properly run using good running shoes. And part of the reason why I suggest that you have good running shoes is because when you're not used to running, especially the amount of times you're going to be running in BMT, you are prone to injury. And getting injured is one of the fastest way of getting kicked out and not graduating BMT. Number two, my second piece of advice that I have for you to improve your running during BMT is to make sure that you learn how to properly run. What do I mean by that? I mean, figure out what the proper running form should be. And you can do plenty of research on YouTube and on Google as to what a good running form and technique looks like. Having a good technique allows you to move smoothly, allows you to utilize your energy more efficiently, and it allows you to get through BMT without getting hurt. Now the third piece of advice that I have for you when it comes to running is that you get out there and start running as much as possible. When you're at BMT, you work out 6 days a week, alternating between running and doing calisthenics and body weight stuff. So go out there, maybe run 3 times a week, 2 times a week. At a minimum, I would be running 1 time a week. And if you can go online and find an actual running plan that allows you to improve your running over a couple of weeks, I would definitely suggest going ahead and doing that as well. All right, so now that you have the proper running shoes, now that you know what a regular good form for running is, and now that you have a plan on how you're going to practice your running and improve your running time, let's move on to the second thing that I want to talk about today, and that is your push-ups. So for your push-ups, I suggest that you go on YouTube and then you go on Google and you look what a proper push-up is and how to properly execute that form. Again, having proper form when it comes to performing the push-up allows you not only to get more push-ups, but it allows you also to stay away from injury. There's plenty of workout plans out there that allow you to increase your push-up amount over a certain amount of days or weeks. So I would definitely suggest finding one that you think you would enjoy, that you think you would like, so that you actually stick to it. That is my number one advice when it comes to your push-ups. Find a push-up program or a push-up plan. I would highly suggest looking up Bully Juice, maybe even Austen Alexander has a very good comprehensive program that it's primarily designed for all branches of the military. By the way, if you hear me kind of shivering a little bit, if you hear my words stumbling, that is because I'm outside. It's cold. You don't hear the wind because I have a microphone that allows you to hear me without hearing the wind. But boy, it is kind of cold and it's kind of chilly. So if you hear me shiver, that is because I'm actually cold and I'm outside. So yes, learn how to properly perform a push-up. Look up a program that allows you to increase your amount of push-ups over an amount of time, and do push-ups as many as possible. All right, number 3, that is your sit-ups. So now there is a good way that you can actually increase your amount of sit-ups. That's kind of like a hack or a quote-unquote cheat, right? But it's really not a cheat because you're following the Air Force guidance. So there's an AFI that dictates how you're supposed to actually perform each and every one of those movements. So when it comes to your sit-up, it tells you have to have your hand touching your clavicle without having the hand coming off your clavicle at any time during the sit-up. And then you're supposed to come back to where your back or your shoulder blade touches the ground, and then you come back up and touch your mid-thigh with your elbows. Now, if you can figure out a way to minimize your effort on the negatives, you can bang out a whole lot of more push-ups. To an extent, it's kind of like bouncing, but again, I would highly suggest that you learn the AFI and that you actually follow the guidance when it comes to performing the PT test. Now, when you're in basic, there's not going to be an MTI there actually counting all of your reps. Most likely it's going to be you and your wingman, and you're going to count the reps of your wingman's movement, and your wingman is going to count the reps of your exercises and movements, which means you have to use integrity and you have to say the truth and not lie about your numbers and your push-ups and sit-ups. Don't lie. There's plenty of people that I hear that do like 100 push-ups, but in reality they only did like 60 or 70 good push-ups. So don't be that airman. So be honest and do decent push-ups and sit-ups when it comes to your PT test. Your push-ups, you can do them in combination with sit-ups in the morning. When you wake up, you can bang as many push-ups and sit-ups as you can, and then when you're going to bed, you can bang as many push-ups and sit-ups as you can, which will help you get used to them, and it will help you in the long run perform both exercises much better. So we cover your running, we cover your push-ups, and we cover your sit-ups. Now, I didn't give you any major hacks, any major tips, and that is because there is no secrets when it comes to doing things in life for the most part. The best way to do things in life is to actually do them. However, we try to find a way around it because we don't like to put in the work. When it comes to graduating BMT, when it comes to passing your PT test, the only way to do it, the only way to get better, the only way to do more is to actually get out there, do it over and over until you eventually get good at it. But I do have another piece of advice, and that is, as you're going through BMT, have faith in the program. It is designed to help you, and it is designed to help you graduate and pass BMT. At the beginning, you're going to feel like you will not be able to pass it. You will lose some of your strength, you will lose some of your quickness, you will lose some of your reps. But as you go through BMT, I promise you that the program that they have is designed to help you graduate, and it is designed to help you pass BMT. Hey, if you would like to see another video about BMT, if you would like to hear more about what I have to say from my own personal experiences or from what I have heard from my friends, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section so that I can make more videos for you in the future. The only other thing that I want to say to you is good luck. Enjoy BMT. It's an 8.5 weeks adventure. It's a great time. It's a great opportunity for you to learn a lot of new things and to meet new people. So get after it. Do the best you can. Give it your all. Get involved. Don't listen to people when they say go sit out and just kind of stay low. Man, go all out. Put your face out there. Try your hardest and challenge yourself, because it is in those times when you challenge yourself that you grow the most. So my advice to you is bite the bullet. Go all out. Do the best you can. Be involved. Learn the most you can. Stay in your lane. Be humble. Know your position. Be humble enough to learn from others, and be humble enough to know when your ideas and your leadership is not the right call. Be humble enough to listen to others and to grow. If you're willing to grow, if you're willing to bite the bullet, if you're willing to try your hardest, BMT is going to be an amazing experience for you. You're going to grow, and you're going to graduate, and you're going to have an amazing time. All right, that's all that I have for you. So before I head out, want to do a roll call. So if you're still watching this video, you're heading to BMT in the future, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know your shipping date, your job, anything like that. I'll be happy to hear from you and comment back. Until next time, get out there, do your push-ups, do your sit-ups, get out and run, try your hardest, and remember, your healthier, happier, more successful life starts with mastering the basics. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace.
I'm way to tell